The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wing. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point. And for the Clippers, they've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position. Here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup. Jackson's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Clippers. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard. And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And George, here we go. He gets it in there.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
James looking it over. And James throws it down.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
Jackson against Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Marc Gasol. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the night. And he makes both free throws.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Morris outside. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's James. Morris trying to free himself up. No good, his first miss after 3 makes. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Oh, and there is George making a fantastic play.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Here's James. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Leonard doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
A nice shot by George. George has got 6.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And when you give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air.
And George, here we go. And the rejection by James. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Morris with the ball.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Williams. Good on the bucket. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Mavericks.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Well, staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by Kuzma.
I really like it when Caldwell Pope leaks out on the break. He just finds a way to get past defenders and creates chances for himself in the open floor.
Williams attacking. Patterson. Great D that time from Harrell.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
That one goes. Count it. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Here's Williams, and the rejection by Harrell. Here's Caldwell Pope. The putback, and Harrell slams it in.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane, and he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass.
Now George. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Lakers.
Here's Caruso. Out to the wing. Kuzma outside. With 4 seconds on the clock, the shot no good.
And whenever Caldwell Pope is on you, his length is going to be on your mind. You're going to be looking in that rear-view mirror, just so good at positioning his body and not fouling on his contest.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to...
For me, it's super cool.
Kuzma Greg has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
They've got Patrick Patterson. Williams is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Patterson. Pass to man. 5 to shoot. And the pass to Morris. He's looking for Patterson and finds him. Basket counts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Kennard against LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
And defensively, I know we say it every game, you have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Williams in the post. He's guarded by Schroeder. Gasol with the steal. James misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Williams double team. Patterson can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Jones checked in for the Lakers. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's James missing. Left side, Leonard. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. And James throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Clippers trail by 11. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of basketball. Shot to stop the run. Leonard, no luck.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. You know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Leonard attacking. Pass to Zubac. On the wing, George. Sinks the triple. George has got 11 points.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
LeBron outside. Shot on the wing from 11 feet away. Offensive rebound. Horton Tucker, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And George kicks to Jackson. And he lays it straight in.
Well, even when Jackson gets bodied on the drive, he finishes the job. What persistence from the point guard.
Jones dishes to James, and it's in there. LeBron's got 26 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He showed.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 26 points. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Here's LeBron. Great D that time from Leonard. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Down by 12. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Lakers leading by 10. LeBron outside. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Leonard.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Batum. Shot clock at 6. Leonard inside. He's up against Gasol.
Got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
So both teams making some changes here. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
That one drops for him.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Clippers trail by 12. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. And then for the Lakers, Markieff Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. And it's LeBron missing.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Can't cash in from close range.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? I mean, last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropping.
Patterson passes to Kennard. Patterson against Schroeder. Passes it to Williams. He's looking for Patterson and finds him. Count that one. Patterson's got his second basket of the game.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Well, so far, if you look at the totality, Batum has put together a very impressive career. He's had a great stroke from outside in addition to his outstanding defense.
LeBron drives in. Good work defensively by Morris.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's Patterson finishing it off.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let him off the hook. You got to keep the pressure on. And he's thinking it's time to put the nail in the coffin. Until they stop him, he'll keep going to the bucket every time down.
Jackson, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Williams with the ball. He has 5. To the paint. He's looking for Patterson and finds him.
I see him.
Outside Williams. Back to Patterson. Kicks it to Jackson. Shoots over Matthews. Shot clock at 2. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Lakers leading by 8. Pass to Kuzma. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That'll put Kyle Kuzma on the line. That's on Lou Williams. So for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Paul George in for Williams. Matthews against Jackson. With the floater. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Caruso. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Caruso's got 4 this quarter.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
The shot by George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The pass to McKinney. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Here's Jackson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Zubac. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Harrell. Now the Lakers on the break. No good on the last second attempt there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers lead by 13. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Cloak loose. Stolen by Jackson. Goes up. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, man, Jackson is terrific at playing both ends of the floor. And his trademark quickness, really putting forth a great effort on defense to come away with that steal.
And the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout and listening to Frank Vogel talk to his team, his demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. Let's see if they were listening, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Caldwell Pope with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Good on the shot. And the Lakers lead by 9.
That's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
And again, the Clippers turn it over. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And that game against the Suns, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Outside, George. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Offensive rebound, Gasol. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him.
And this is why you got to put a body on Gasol. Great size and anticipation on the glass.
The 3 from George. That doesn't go either for George. Lakers leading by 11. In the corner, it's James. Gasol trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. LeBron outside. Just 5 to shoot. And the dunk by LeBron.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Lays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got 34.
and this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Morris kicks it over to Schroeder. Banked in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
And that one's good, Leonard.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Morris kicks to James. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
The three from George, kept alive. Outside Batum, over Morris, it's off. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore. And with...
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marky Morris is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the point. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Morris outside. And there's the pass to Schroeder. The kick out to LeBron, just 4 to shoot. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Middleton can't get it to go.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And James throws it down.
Not much anyone can do to stop that. LeBron flexing at the rack.
Now here is Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Schroeder against Giannis. Gasol passes to Caldwell Pope. Lakers passing it around, and he makes that one.
Credit the vision of LeBron. Leave even one guy open, he'll find him.
Giannis right side. Middleton for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Stolen by Holiday. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. The Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game.
I mean, plenty of lift in those legs. LeBron never did the dunk contest. He just does it in a game.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Back to Holiday. And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none. Anytime you watch Kyle, you see the production, plus you see the potential for more.
Giannis high post. He's against Kuzma. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Lopez passes to Holiday. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Harrell. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Schroeder against Giannis. Second shot opportunity. No good on that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Schroeder with the ball, guarded by Holiday. And here's the fast break. For 3, Middleton. Rebound by Harrell. The Lakers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Caldwell Pope outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Schroeder passes to Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers on top. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in...
I like to stay locked in to the game and football.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Lakers right now, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Jones is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Caruso in at the 1 spot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe.
Oh, okay. And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
pass to Augustine. Bucks passing it around. Portis kicks to Augustine. Back to Portis. It's stolen by Morris. It's LeBron with the drive.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
Pass to Craig. Augustine in the corner. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Down low. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Forbes. LeBron against Portis. James. Rebound, Milwaukee. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Hard to keep the consistency going, which I guess is the very definition of consistency. Keep it going.
Here's Augustine. He's off on that one. Great D that time from LeBron. And James throws it down.
What's so impressive, the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads.
Augustine passes to Forbes. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Augustine.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
They're at their best when LeBron pushes. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
Connaughton kicks to Augustine to the right side. Craig passes to Portis. The dish now to Augustine. Misses the layup. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
To the inside. Here's Portis. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And again, the Lakers no good. Bucks trail by 8. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders.
Oh, wow!
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And stolen by Kuzma. Fast break, the Lakers. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Out to the right wing. Inside. Here's Caruso. And the jumper from down low is good. Caruso's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. Middleton on the wing. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Holiday. Trying to get open is Lopez. The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's the Lakers on the break. LeBron with the ball. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes. Giannis passes to Middleton. Middleton on the wing. Shoots over Kuzma.
This type of effort excites coaches.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points. That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Passes to Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. Back to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Lopez. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Dishes to Schroeder. Back to James. And he elevates with a slam dunk, and Brook Lopez did not like that.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Lakers leading by 16. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. Holiday. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, the toughness of Holiday, sticking his nose in there, coming up with the second chance look.
James looking around. Morris trying to free himself up. And the dunk by LeBron.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Middleton dishes to Lopez. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Giannis passes to Lopez. From downtown, Middleton can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And a chance here to check out some stats for LeBron James.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
And Gasol able to finish.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Morris against Middleton. Cans the shot from the wing. Middleton's got 5. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence as these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Lopez with the block.
And it's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fellas.
Nice shot by Portis.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Outside, Jones. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Caruso, defended by Portis. Bucks trail by 14. Here's Forbes. But they get it back.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside, Jones. Now the pass to Horton Tucker. On the wing, Jones, guarded by Holiday. Caruso, the pass to Jones, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Eight seconds left in the third. They get the rebound, and Kuzma stays with it. And the Lakers lead by 14.
And at Kuzma's size, he could do more of this. Crash the offensive glass, keep the possession alive.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Lakers 5 right now. Jones is out there with Harrell. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard position. Back to Schroeder. In the corner, it's James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Giannis inside. Working on James. Now here's Middleton. James covering.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Yeah, shaky defense there. Giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 19. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And stolen by James. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Lopez dishes to Middleton. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. It certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. And Lopez throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Lopez with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. So it's the Lakers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And that one's good. Schroeder.
I love that. You see the poise of Gasol running the offense to perfection.
Middleton against Morris. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. Over in the corner, onto Kumbo. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. .158 left in the fourth quarter of this one. James with a deep three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Bucks trail by 20. Here's Middleton. Lopez outside. LeBron against Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The feed now to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
A three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Lakers. 15-point game. Pass to Caldwell Pope. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's good.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
From deep three-point range, off target. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. But traffic in New York City making... And is that...
Hey, Kevin. Well, another...
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 2. Now here's Harden. Irving kicks to Harden. They get a hand on it, and stolen by James. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And the dunk by James. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it. Boy, that in-between game of Durant is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. LeBron outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
Now here's Jordan. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Back to Harden. Griffin against Morris. Griffin can't get it to go in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Durant dishes to Griffin. The shot comes out. Great D that time from LeBron. Pass to Morris. Back to James. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Gasol. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Such a clever offensive player. Gasol is especially crafty at finding ways to draw contact while shooting.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Jordan, the pass to Harden. Back to Jordan. Harden kicks to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Lakers trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Harris. Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. Rob. Green with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. On up the court. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Kuzma against Irving. Kuzma with the defensive effort. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Count it. Good.
Boy, that's exactly the kind of strength Kuzma has to show, guys. I mean, take that contact, expect it, and still be able to convert. You've got to do that at this level.
Now, here is Irving. He had 34 points in the win against New York. Green left side. The kick out to Brown. 4 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his...
The way he plays defensively, you know what he's...
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. Here is Harden following the basket by LeBron James. Harris finds Green. Back to Harden. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Caldwell Pope passes to Gasol. Misses from short range.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Brown kicks to Harris. Dishes it to Green. It's Harden with the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
In addition to his strength, Harden has deceptive quickness. He just has this unique knack to get by whoever's guarding him because he's strong and crafty.
Now here's James. He had 25 points in the win against Minnesota.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Shamet on the wing. To the inside. Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
James looking it over. So many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Blake Griffin comes in for Joe Harris. Durant's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Landry Shamet. And the Lakers also making a change. Harrell's checked in.
Wow.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Caruso. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's the pass to Kuzma, stolen by Durant. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Count it. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Nets.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Horton Tucker. His last outing, 16 points for him. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Harrell.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Now, here is Harden. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Irving finds Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Morris outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the Lakers making a change here. So he gets them both. Now Kevin Durant. Nobody near Irving. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's...
Hey.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that'll...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marquise Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. Here's Claxton. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. LeBron passes to Gasol. Stolen by Durant. Outside Irving. He dishes it to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Right side Gasol. Out left to the wing. Down low. In the corner, it's James. 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. They get it again. Brooklyn leading by 10. Claxton the pass to Durant. Now Irving. Defended by Gasol. Right wing. Durant against Schroeder. Durant kicks to Griffin. Back to Durant. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. KD's got the lead up to 12 now for Brooklyn. And Gasol now top of the key. Here's James, and he converts the layup. 8 points for LeBron.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop LeBron. I mean, he's strong, and when he gets up ahead of steam, he's a freight train.
That's to Luwawu. Irving surveying the floor. Outside, KD. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Schroeder. One-on-one fast break. Rebound, Brooklyn.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Pass to Claxton. To the paint. And Luwawu gets it to go. Luwawu's got his second bucket of the night.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Schroeder finds Caldwell Pope. James in the post. Guarded by KD. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from James. Over to the left wing. Schroeder against Irving. Here's Luwawu. The kick out to Irving. And Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
James against Durant. James left side. And the layup's good off the glass. James has got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Back to Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And James Harden has subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Horton Tucker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Caruso. And that one, good.
Worked that one inside nicely.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. Brown. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Nets lead by 12.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And so it's Brooklyn. Up by a dozen here at the end of the... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Just 2 to shoot.
And the mid-range game of Harden, excellent. An offensive genius, really. I mean, knows exactly where to get the looks that he wants.
Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. And it's blocked by Jordan. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Jordan kicks to Brown. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Harris finds Brown. Nets passing it around. It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Brown. Green in the post. He's against Morris. The kick out to Brown. Lets it go from deep. Harden, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's James missing. Brooklyn leading by 14. Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to Jordan. Feeds it to Harris. Green dishes to Harden. Second chance shot. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 16.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Morris passes to Schroeder. Harris against James. And Jordan sends it back.
And Jordan comes to deny a shot. His size and reach give him a big advantage.
The Nets making a switch here. Shamit's checked in. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Schroeder kicks to Gasol. Back to Caldwell Pope. The dish to Gasol. To stop the drought. And the dunk by James.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Back to Harden. Out to Harris. Here's Griffin. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Landry Shamet. Irving passes to KD to the middle. He feeds it to Jordan. Again, the Nets for two.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they really took control of the first two games in this series by keeping the pressure on. The win here tonight will move them to 2-0 with just one left here to go against the Lakers.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
LeBron can't get it to go. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Jordan finds Harden. Back to Jordan. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nice shot by James.
LeBron can score from anywhere, but he's most effective close to the hoop. Very skilled in the paint.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Harden against Schroeder. Passes it to Harden. Back to Griffin. It's good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The view high above our broadcast. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the one spot. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point.
You know, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
And LeBron James gets it to go. And in this one, Brent, terrific talent on both sides. Everyone getting their popcorn ready.
Yeah, lots of people tuning into this one, Kevin. And, you know, regular season games, there's always talk about, it's another game. This is not another game. This is prime time.
Jackson, that's good.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Now here's Schroeder. He had 16 points in the win against Minnesota. Here's James. It's rebounded by Leonard.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Here's LeBron. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
The turnover margin was well within their favor, and you have to point to that ferocious D they played as the biggest factor in that win.
Caldwell Pope against George. And it's George finishing it off.
PG showing that's a signature dunk from him.
Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. James looking around. And it's good, 2 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. Lakers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
When you talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James, the amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offenses.
Now here's Leonard. He had 22 points in the win against Dallas.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
Harrell finds James. The offensive rebound. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You'd love to bottle up the energy that Harrell plays for. Hustle points coming through.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Horton Tucker. It's deflected.
You need more of this from Patterson. Such a big frame inside. I like to see it when he's swatting it away.
Williams passes to Morris. Kennard on the wing. Williams inside. Shot clock at 2. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well-suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Mavericks. Wants to get it to Morris and does. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Got a hand on it.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy, wasn't letting that shot get off.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not a elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Rebound by the Clippers.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
But they'll get another chance. Out to Morris. Fires for three. Kuzma pulls it in. Here's Harrell. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the...
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, up by 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching.
You know, this game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Patrick Patterson. Williams is out there with Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Mann in at the 3 slot. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defense, and that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Jackson against Schroeder. Here's Zubats. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Zubats has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. James outside. And good that time. LeBron's got 9.
Well, LeBron right through the defense this time. Incredible at finishing off that one.
George looking around. Gasol with the steal. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. And James throws it down.
So many years and the body still holding up for LeBron James. Wow.
The Clippers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Zubats the best of Jackson. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure. And that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Good. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here's James, and James throws it down.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Jackson passes to Zubats. Back to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Lakers passing it around. LeBron against Leonard. The drive by James.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. It's stolen by Schroeder. James against Jackson, and LeBron throws it down.
LeBron exploiting the defense once again, knowing when to slash and gets himself to the rim.
Schroeder against Jackson. Zubac trying to break loose. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jackson. James outside. And the rejection by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
George against LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
James, and finished off by LeBron.
Well, it looks like he's got just one of those good feels tonight. That means trouble for the opponent.
Outside Williams. Pass to Patterson. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Man can't hit.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for LeBron. Here's Williams. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Great positioning on the putback. Harrell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
And these are great. It excites everyone.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 23 points and 1 assist. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marquise Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And stolen by James. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. And James throws it down.
LeBron James in full speed right there. What size and skill coming down the lane.
Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Caldwell Pope finds Gasol. James outside. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Fires the 3. And again, it's LeBron with the 3. James has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And George, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Jackson. Rejected by Gasol. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Outside, George. Williams in the post. Good work there as it goes. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Inside, and stolen by Patterson. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
LeBron passes to Gasol. On the wing, Morris. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Lakers working the ball around now. James, no good. Clippers trail by 7. And so they foul intentionally. So for the Clippers, man's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Morris outside, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Caldwell Pope. Man with the rebound.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Patterson dishes to Morris. Stolen. Ball's knocked loose. Lakers leading by 7. Here's LeBron. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A great job by LeBron in that instance at getting some contact and then going straight into the foul.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And he makes the first. That one is no good. Clippers trail by 8. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
The shot's good from Kennard.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Ron right side. But they recover it. Harrell kicks to Caruso. LeBron outside. Clock at 6. Harrell trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Lakers lead by 8.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Williams passes to Patterson. The kick out to Williams. Down low and stolen by Harrell. Inside, 3-second difference.
Oh! Yikes! Look out below! About that finish.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Williams in the post. He's covered by Matthews. Williams, that's good.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
LeBron with it. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Clippers trail by 8, and on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. And there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Williams at point guard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here's the fast break. And Kuzma slams it in.
And solid effort from Kuzma. His long strides come in handy on the fast break.
Williams scanning the floor. Zubac trying to break loose. Williams can't hit. Lakers leading by 10. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris, and it's Paul George in for Williams.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 10. In the corner, George with it. And then George with the jam.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Wesley Matthews on the wing. The pass to Kuzma. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And he's what I call a prepared shooter. With strong fundamentals, Kuzma is a capable threat from the perimeter.
And Jackson gets it to go.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Harrell. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You think about a player like Harrell, who sometimes maybe the environment around him is really helpful for him to realize his full potential in the NBA. His teammates certainly feed off his intensity.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. 5 to shoot. Here's James. George with the defensive effort. Clippers trail by 10. Leonard trying to break free. And George with the stuff.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Back to LeBron. To the middle. It's deflected. A second chance effort. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if they're going to keep missing layups.
And another for Jackson, a streaky score, but when he gets hot, watch out.
Lakers leading by 6. LeBron James on the wing. Six on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And George, here we go. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
Caldwell Pope outside. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's James, and he makes good on the layup. James has got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, not many are finishing better than LeBron James around the rim. Too strong and too good.
Leonard kicks to George. From deep three-point range, up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. LeBron outside. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Lakers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Schroeder against Jackson. Schroeder, left side.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning-quick point guard.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And here's George for three. They get it back.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. Probably a little David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Like a team that's all set to go to work here at home. LeBron, and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Schroeder in at the 1.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
The putback. Milwaukee with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Staying with your game plan is so important, especially when you are away from your home arena.
Los Angeles on D. Here's Holiday, and it's blocked. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
If you're the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
Lopez right side. And that one is good. And it's pretty clear that Adam Silver would like to implement, Chris, a mid-season tournament. What do you think would motivate teams for something like that?
Man, it depends, Kevin. It could be money, or it can make the games count extra, or different seeding or position of seeding in the playoffs. These days, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And yes, it's good.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's James. No good that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Schroeder finds Gasol. James looking it over. Over Giannis. 6 to shoot. The drive by...
Oh, see that? Come on, Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Fires from deep. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
Bucks trail by 3. Giannis outside. Sinks that one from the post. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Here's LeBron. That shot off. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
And here comes the break. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And LeBron throws it down.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
In the corner, Middleton with it. 1:10 left in the first. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Here's Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. That one goes in. James has got 12.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Outside, Antetokounmpo uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying...
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Harrell, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 2 spot. That's the Laker 5. Craig can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 5. And LeBron throws it down.
The way James dominates on the offensive end, making it look effortless tonight.
The Bucks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And Augustine kicks to Craig. Passes it to Portis. To the inside. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And the dunk by James.
Oh, that's just stellar instincts from James. Outstanding at clogging up passing lanes with his length.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Kuzma. A pass to Craig. Now here is Augustine. To the paint. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
What intensity on the glass from Portis, a junkyard dog. He works so hard for the second chance opportunities.
To the inside. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by Kuzma. Harrell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Lakers. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Portis. It's deflected. And Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Porter. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. And finished off by LeBron.
James is unreal in fast break situations. Impossible to contain when he's off and running.
Over to the wing. Augustine passes to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Here's Forbes. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
James, and James throws it down.
Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him.
So both teams changing it up here. Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. It's it alive, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
On the wing, James. He had 25 points in the win against Minnesota.
You think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
Bucks trail by 15. And stolen by LeBron. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Jones. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Markieff Morris. Alfonso McKinney comes in for James. Wesley Matthews checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Antetokounmpo against Kuzma. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Giannis on the follow.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
There's 18 seconds left now here in the second. Tries again. Jones trying to get open, and it's good on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 17.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Lopez has got his second basket.
Ready to shoot once he catches it. Lopez has tremendous confidence in his scoring ability.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 31 points. And that does it for our half.
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Bucks trail by 17. Holiday looking over the floor. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lopez passes to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Middleton for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Middleton's got 6.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Here's LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Giannis against James. And they double up Giannis. Kicks to Holiday. Back to Giannis. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive end.
James, the pass to Gasol. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Giannis against LeBron. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. He's got 17.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
LeBron outside. And LeBron throws it down hard.
There's no stopping James. I mean, he's committed to scoring. He powers his way through everything.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. Puts it up from 15. Middleton can't get it to go.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Morris looking over the floor. Caruso kicks to Morris. The drive by James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, when James is attacking like this, it's sometimes overwhelming for the D, and they're forced to compromise.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. And Matthews gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Forbes, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
The Bucks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
On the wing, James. 37 points for him. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. Here's LeBron. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Middleton. Back to Portis. Pass to Middleton. Dishes to Forbes. Shoots over Schroeder, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Los Angeles with some changes. Alfonso McKinney's checked in for James, and it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. Back to Kuzma. They double him with Middleton. Here's Caruso. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Lakers lead by 19. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Middleton for 3. It's not going to go for him. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
From 15 feet away, 2 points. That one goes. And that's now 8 points for Chris Middleton.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's Caruso. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Jones. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 2. And he uses the glass on the layup. Horton Tucker's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Connaughton passes to Portis. And Jones sends it back. And they get it back. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. For the three. Holiday finds Middleton. Portis, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Kuzma outside. Schroeder with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Schroeder against Holiday. And it's Schroeder missing. Bucks trail by 19. For three, Middleton up again. It's good on the putback.
Look, I love to see more of this from Lopez. He has the size to be a force on the glass.
Schroeder against Holiday. Back to Schroeder. Beyond the arc. That shot no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. And here is James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And he can't get the first one.
Oh, you love how effortless James makes this game look. Everything comes easy to him.
Bucks trail by 16. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Middleton outside. Good on the triple.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. James outside. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. At the elbow, it's Gasol. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Schroeder dishes to Morris. Now James. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Schroeder passes to Gasol. And LeBron throws it down.
Seeing the court like a point, that's Gasol showing the full range of his skills.
Schroeder against Holiday. It's stolen by Morris. Floats it up for James. Gasol finds Morris. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. In the corner, it's James. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Lakers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And again, no good by the Lakers. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Middleton for 3. Another miss by Middleton. From deep. Out to Morris. Goes back up. Gets the bucket.
And you can sense that these fans,
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I was on the edge of my seat after that finals. We are here with Ty Devo, aka Two-Way Rocco. Ty, how are you feeling after that big victory?
Exhausted, mentally, emotionally. It's been a long day, and I'm glad it's over.
I was feeling the nerves, and I wasn't even playing, so I can't imagine how you feel right now. Now, of course, you beat Splash, who is one of the best players on the planet. You guys know each other.
Taking place in the... We hope you're wearing the green today on this D8.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. So the next starting five. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Schroeder in at the point. Irving drives in. Good work defensively by Gasol. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caldwell Pope. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And this should be a fun one because of the pace these two teams play outdoors. It's all about up-tempo basketball.
Kev, I'll be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 even once tonight. That's how fast both of these teams play. And consider this, in the NBA, across the entire 30 teams, your best field goal percentage always comes in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock. This should be tremendous.
Now here's Jordan over Gasol, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
LeBron against Harris. The drive by LeBron. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. KD leading the charge. And it goes down 2 points.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
Here's LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
That's a specialty. Flying to the basket with no fear and conversion.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside for Durant. Lets the three fly. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
Irving with it. Gasol covering. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
On the wing, James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Now here's Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. And James throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his...
Oh, my goodness.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Harden. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
The drive by James and finished off by LeBron.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Nets working the ball around now. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Here's LeBron. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Jordan, the pass to Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. Here's James. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. And Jordan sends it back.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Out to Harris. He feeds it to Harden. And Gasol sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And James throws it down hard.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Here's Irving. That shot misses. Good D by Gasol. Los Angeles leading by 5. He's looking for LeBron and finds him.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Harden dishes to Jordan. And Gasol sends it back. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Joe Harris. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's LeBron. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Brown the pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Here's Schroeder. A second chance effort. Great D that time from Griffin. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back to the action.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Landry Shamet. Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Brown, and it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. Schroeder finds Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one. Nets trail by 6. Pass to Shamet. Back to Griffin. It's tipped.
Wow, twice on the pipe from Dennis Schroeder. Woo-hoo!
Another shot. They shoot again, and the layup is good.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Schroeder outside. James has a 2-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
Now the pass to Shamet. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's blocked by Brown, but they get it back. James wide open. Again, James missing.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
The kick out to Brown. Wants to get it to Shamet, and does. It's Brown with the drive. Griffin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Marc Gasol.
Still, Griffin has insane hops. Close in, can sky over others, helps him to draw fouls.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Harden comes in for Landry Shamet. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the 3-point line.
Right side, Griffin tries again. The shot off that time, so the Lakers will take it the other way.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Durant, the pass to Harden. Jordan kicks to Harden. Drops in the tray. Harden's got 9.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
LeBron, good.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Irving passes to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The kick out to Irving. Floats one. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, you think about Marc Gasol. This is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game at a very high level. Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Durant dishes to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's just a pretty pass. Kevin Durant carrying the scoring load when he has to, but boy, can he get others involved.
Schroeder, right side. Caldwell Pope outside. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to James. From deep three-point range. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by LeBron.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Here's Jordan. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 20 points and 1 assist. And that'll...
And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Morris is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. James looking around. And stolen by Jordan. Here we go, one-on-one. The kick out to Irving. Harris passes to Jordan. Gasol with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Count the basket. James has got 22 points.
Well, LeBron just shrugs off any and all contact when he has a good look at the rim like that.
Irving finds Harris. Irving against Caldwell Pope. Irving, good.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
The drive by James and the dunk by James.
I'll tell you, if you get caught napping on the defensive end, that first step of LeBron's is so explosive. Look out.
Here's Harden. Back to Jordan. There's the dish to Harris. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Out to Harris. Off target from three-point range. And so Gasol will bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home.
He's showing off a polished skill set, is Markieff Morris. Didn't get him the bucket, but earned a trip to the stripe.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brownie's checked in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Griffin. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Griffin's got his first basket of the night.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
Good on both. Nets trail by 8. Irving dishes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
On the wing, Morris. And finished off by Gasol.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Brown against James. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Nets trail by 10. To the middle, Gasol with the steal. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. A huge slam, the perfect end of a fast break.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here we can check out the story for LeBron James.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
And the Nets making a change here. Luwawu checked in. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Shamet. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Oh, the grit right there. Montrezl Harrell simply wanting that offensive rebound more than anyone else.
Here's Griffin. Brown outside. Here's Shamet. And the shot goes in. Shamet's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Shamet. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
This young guy is an absolute monster at the rim. So tough for opponents to match Harrell's level of physicality.
Passes it to Shamet. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Down low. Here's Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Wesley Matthews on the wing. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harrell down low. Working on Green. Harrell, that's good.
Montrezl Harrell relishes the opportunity to mix it up on the interior. Nice finish.
Here's Luwawu. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Brown outside. 3 seconds left, and Griffin slams it in.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Luwawu. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. On the wing, James. The feed to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
The 7'1" makes a dunk look easy. Go ahead, Marc Gasol.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harris. Pass to Luwawu. Inside, out to Harris. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. Clock at 6. Shoots from the right block. Gasol with the defensive effort.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Nets trail by 10. On the wing, Harris. Launches a three. Jordan finds Harris. No good on the three. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
Harden scanning the floor. And there's the pass to Luau. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. LeBron James on the wing. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Here's LeBron, and then jammed down as he goes right over DeAndre Jordan.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Outside Irving. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. KD's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. LeBron outside. And finished off by LeBron.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
Feeds to Jordan. Outside for Durant. It's Harden with the drive. Rejected by Gasol. James outside. And the dunk by James.
Well, 6'8" and 200. Who knows how many pounds, but the King, one of the most apropos nicknames in sport.
Pass to KD. Harden dishes to KD. Yep, it counts.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
LeBron against Harris. LeBron outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot off the mark. Jordan with some nice D. Harden kicks to KD. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Gasol. Passes to LeBron. The 3. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Nets passing it around. Pass to Harris. Here's Jordan. He's guarded by Schroeder. James against Harris. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
How many times have we seen DeAndre Jordan take it off the window and convert? Boy, he is so good.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the great. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.